Yo, beautiful people, this Nate here.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 304. What's up, man?
Hey, bro, I'm going to come right out the bat, man. I'm very upset with you not watching Succession yet, sir.
Okay.
What is going on in your life? Like, brother, I needed somebody to talk to. I needed somebody to get through it with.
Listen.
And, man, you letting me down.
I know I'm letting you down. And I'm just going to answer that question, what's not going on in my life? Like, I feel like you. Like, I know, like, you're always busy. You got stuff going on with school and life and everything. And I am, like, totally in the thick of it. I'm, like, hit the ground running in my role. And just you know, kissing babies and shaking hands out here, man. Just trying to stay afloat. But you know, we make it look good. But we it's a lot of learning still. I have not had a chance to watch it. I've been avoiding all spoilers. I saw on last week's episode, I guess it really goes down. I don't know what happened. You already know I don't like spoilers, so don't tell me or wink or do anything. Don't give me any facial expressions. I don't want to know it. But just know I will catch up. By Sunday, when the new one comes on, we will talk before that. So I want to talk, but yeah, I will catch up. So I know I'm letting you down. I apologize, man. I apologize.
You let yourself down, honestly.
I know.
Now you know I miss everything, brother. I ain't seen nothing. You asked me if I seen the latest movie. No, absolutely not. Succession is one of them ones, man. I can't miss that. I got to have it.
And when it came back, I was dead set on it. Like, yo, I'm not gonna miss it when it comes. I'm gonna watch it in real time. And then life took over, man. That's, you know, it just took over. I ain't
trying to hear that. Man, you out here at the movies watching documentaries. You brother, Kev, I got the man. You got to watch the brother. What?
Well,
what?
Okay. This is why. All right, because I can put on blind things like something that's on in the background. So first of all, during the week when me and Shreddy are watching shows, we ain't watching them. They just literally just on in the background. I'm doing some stuff on the computer. She doing stuff on the computer, and we just got it playing. And then the movie, man, you know, the twins was on our head about seeing that Mario movie, man, which was phenomenal, really? By the way. Yes,
that's what I hear. A lot of people said that it was real good.
Yes, it was an ode to some of the things that we grew up. It was, when you watch it, you're gonna have some laughing points on it. You know,
who knows when that'll be, bro? I still ain't seen Wakanda Forever.
But you went into that knowing you didn't really want to see it. I thought I did that for us. I did that Deer did that so Kev didn't have to. Because I'll be honest with you, when I went to the theater and saw it, I haven't went back and saw it since. I have not saw it again.
I've not seen Wakanda Forever. Listen, I'm going to go see that new Guardians of the Galaxy. And the only reason I'm going to go see that is because there's a developers conference. And we're going as a team builder. And after the conference, it's the premiere of the movie. So we're going to the movie right after that.
Hold on. So you doing work stuff? Look at you. Look at the growth, man. Look at the growth in you.
Hey, man. Well, I mean, no, it's for work. It was like, hey, listen, you can either go into the office or we can go to this conference. It was like, let's go to the conference.
I'll take it
Which,
back.
I mean, I'm happy about it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But, yeah, so, I mean, yeah. It's like go in the office on a Friday and do nothing, or we can go to this conference and go to the movies afterwards. Easy, no brainer.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. That's a no brainer. On a Friday, too? Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
The real question is, did you turn your air on?
No, I have not turned my air on. Did y'all broke down and turn your air on?
Did we? It's on,
brother.
It's hot.
It's not. It's surprisingly, it's not very hot in our house.
Well, okay. I was teetering last night, you know, because it wasn't hot at all, but it was like, you know, how you go to bed, it's like I'm on the brink of a sweat bead hitting the back of my neck. So it wasn't too hot. And one thing about our newer homes, it's like it holds the temperature very well in your home. So it wasn't hot, but today wasn't very hot. So the wife went out for a walk and she came back. She said, "Babe, I need to turn the air on." I said, "Listen, say no more." Because I'm all like, I paid for the ability to control the climate in my world. And damn it, I'm going to use it. If I'm cold, I'm going to turn the heat on. If I'm hot, I'm going to turn the air on. I'm not one of those people that say, oh, you know, just wait it out. No, I don't like being hot and I don't like being cold. So guess what? The Lord blessed me with a job to be able to pay for my home, to control the temperature of my own home. And I'm going to utilize that as a father and a husband in this world. There's not too many things I'm in control of. That's one of them.
Wrong move. I ain't going to lie to you. That was the wrong move.
It'll be back on tomorrow.
AP just sent the alert.
I know.
Just said them rates going sky high, baby.
I know.
We going solar.
Are you? Yo, we talked about it, and like I think
contract is signed.
Really, you doing it?
Yeah, we've already got the design laid out. Like, contract is signed, bro.
Nice. So how much is it going to save you? This is a complete wash segment, but how much is
Yeah,
that
it
going to
is.
save you?
It is. It makes it a static bill because I mean,
Okay.
like they're not cheap, but it does make it a static bill where it'll be about what our AP bill is right now without the increase that's coming.
Gotcha. Now, any energy that you consume, not consume, but that you collect, can't you sell it back to the power company or something?
Yes.
Okay. I figure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk about that offline. I don't want to. This is Games Music Life, not Games Music Power Plant. So we'll talk about.
But turn that air on, boy. Whew, man, you're brave. So, and now what if it get cold? What if it gets like, bro, it's still Ohio in April, man. You can't go between the heat and the air.
The air will be back off tomorrow, probably.
You're gonna blow that. You're gonna blow the unit up, man.
No,
I'm saying it might hit the 40s next week, brother.
Oh yeah, it's turn back on. Once again, I have the ability.
But you can't turn the heat back on. Is what the problem is.
Why can't I?
No, you can't. You
Why
cannot.
not?
You can't go between heat and air, man. That's how you blow up your AC unit.
No, I got a warranty. So we're gonna test those limits if it comes to that. I don't care anybody who told you differently, Kev. Do it. Control the climate in your own
54 on Monday.
I know. That's Ohio. Ohio's weather be on some trash, man. It really does. The weather here be on some complete, like, how is it that it's almost 80 degrees today and it'll be 40 next week? That makes no sense at all.
It's Ohio, man. Like, brother, like that's what I said. I ain't even consider it. Like, man, at best I'll open up a window. That's about the best I could do, man.
Yeah.
But I know I've lived here long enough to know better. Yeah. Ohio, man, they throw you a curveball. That's why everybody got sinuses and headaches and everything else going on right now because the weather don't know what to do. It's 80 degrees tomorrow, 50 degrees on Monday. That ain't right.
Well, I thought of you too, man. I when they showed the pollen levels online, which I'm starting to think that the weather is controlled by the government. And I don't want to grow up and be one of those conspiracy people, but like, come on, you're telling me you can tell me how much the pollen level is in the world. You can tell me the day before we're going to have gustly winds, which I don't understand the winds. I don't remember as a kid. Maybe I didn't keep track of it as a child, but I never knew that they could tell you that it was going to be crazy winds and literally it would live up to it. So,
yeah.
But I thought of you to ask about those pollen levels. How's your allergies been?
Oh, I've been Gucci. I've been straight, man. You know what I'm saying? I stays up on the Zyrtex and all of that. So I've been Gucci.
Okay.
Man, but I know, like, man, you be at work, everybody, I got a headache. Like, man, it's because your sinus is all jacked up, player. Like, man, it's going down out here. Air pressure up and down like a seesaw, man. Ain't no good. Man, you got to get out of here.
Yeah, you are so washed. I love it.
Yes,
I love
sir.
these. I love that you just tap into those analogies. I love it, man. I do. I do, man. But shoot, man, let's start like we always do. What have you been playing? What you been playing, bro?
Man, not a damn thing. What you mean? Play video games? I got time to play no video games, man. Listen, I'm saving up all my energy for the Tears of the Kingdom. We got about a month left before Tears of the Kingdom drop, man. I'm trying to get everything done ahead of that.
Really? I feel you. So you ain't played nothing. All right, I'm gonna tell you, man. I've been playing. First of all, Kev, you got you a Steam Deck. All right, you have to get you a Steam Deck. Like, the Steam Deck is literally the perfect gaming console that I've always been waiting for. So you know me, I've had a bunch of handhelds in my life, but I always wanted to have something where I could take all the library of all my games with me and be able to play them legally, of course, because I own all of them. So start there. But it does that, and then I could stream my PC games. I could play my PC. I don't have to stream them. I could play my PC games. But the reason what got me on it was I actually installed Yuzu, which is a Switch emulator for the Steam Deck, and it upscales it, of course. And the Steam Deck, I understand why the Steam Deck, and actually, if Nintendo, if you see this, you can't ban this because it's no video going to be up here of me playing it on there. But I see why the Steam Deck videos on YouTube get blocked by Nintendo, because it literally turns the Steam Deck into the perfect Nintendo Switch, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. It
upscales everything and it makes it look amazing. Some games have glitches. I haven't gotten to any, but I finished in the time that we potted. So it's been about 3 weeks since we potted. But in 3 days, I finished Luigi Mansion 3 for Nintendo Switch. And when I tell you I had a ball playing this game, Kev, like I had a ball. I started playing Breath of the Wild again because, just like you said, the new trailer for the new Zelda got me geeked, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I finished Luigi's Mansion 3, and I've been playing a little bit of Octopath Traveler 1 still. But phenomenal game, man. From start to finish, I had a ball. it went right into the Mario movie when I went to go see that with the kids. It had a little couple odes to the Luigi Mansion movie game, I should say, and it was like it made me laugh a little bit. But when I tell you, bro, you need to get you a Steam Deck. Like I know I told you about it before, and I know we kind of alluded to some things about it, but yo, it is. I played Vector Man the other day for about an hour.
I be thinking about it, bro. I be thinking about it, but like, man, nah, bro. Like,
nah.
What am I do with it, man? Like, I ain't.
Well,
like, I tell you, it's one of the things. I'm gonna play it for 20 minutes, man, and then it's gonna be like, dang, why I drop this $700?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the thing is, like, for us, we'll watch a lot of shows or we'll watch TV. I don't know what my wife's affinity is with Little House on the Prairie lately, but that's a whole nother podcast. But she likes to watch it in the evenings, and I'll sit on the couch and I'll just play, my Steam Deck. Well, and so, they didn't want us around, so they want us to be around them while they're watching shows and things. And that's what I did.
All, I dominate the TV.
I don't.
I'm not going for none of that.
You're the dominant one in your relationship. I'm not. Like, bro, I'm looking at Little House on the Prairie in the evenings before we go to bed, because like usually when we go to bed, I go to the bathroom before I go to bed, and like she takes that window. Okay, I'm gonna dominate the TV. So when I come out the bathroom, which is usually about 10-15 minutes, she's got Golden Girls playing. So
my wife would try that, but I turn it right off. I'll be like, hey, yo, listen, come on now, bro, come on now, baby.
That's why my iPad sits on the nightstand for that very. I don't even fight it at this point. I'm so invested in, like she's already got me trained, man. I can't fight it. So I'm looking at my iPad. I'm watching literally playoff basketball on my iPad while she's watching the Golden Girls in like 280p. 280p. Like Blanche, I know all Blanche Devereaux's ins and outs now, man. So, but hey, happy wife, happy life. I do it. Like she dominates the television, bro. So
see, bro, you know what the problem is? Like you won't book it. Like, bro, I'll just book it. Like if you really want to watch this, I'm out, bro. Like I don't want to watch it. Like so, that's our compromise. Like now, I will say I do try to find things that we both like, and she will too. Yeah. Like if she trying to, if I step out the room for a second, she change or whatever, she'll try to put on something that we both will watch. So we do compromise there. But she know, like, the videos that, like, I don't want to see, man, I ain't sticking around, brother. I'm not watching that. Like, I'm out. Because it made me upset. Yeah. Honestly. I get very upset. I'm like, hey, man, like, now, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I can't do it. Do it. But, watch Golden Girls, brother. You're a good man.
I know. I am a good man.
You're a good man.
Get my good points, But you did say something, the Tears of the Kingdom. What was your thought? Have you seen the trailer today? The one that dropped today?
Nah.
So the third trailer dropped today. I haven't watched it yet either. And actually, I'm looking at my computer. The wallpaper on my computer is actually Tears of the Kingdom because I'm not geeked about the game. But the new trailer dropped today. Actually, Jay sent me the link for it saying it was coming out, but I haven't had a chance to see it yet. But I know it's gonna be phenomenal. I already know. I already know it's gonna be good.
See, man, you always throw me with surprise, man. You changing your backgrounds, like, bro. You know what my background is? You do know it's default, okay? Oh. On every machine, whatever it is I got, whatever the background is, it's the default one. I ain't got time to be trying to think about that.
I'll be honest with you. This actually changing the wallpaper might have been one of the first debates me and you had, because remember I was team Android for the longest. And then you was team iPhone. I'm like, oh, you get to customize your Android. You could change your wallpaper, blah, blah, blah. And then your reply, but why? And that started everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
man, default is just fine. Like, it's a background. Like, I ain't supposed to be looking at this. Default, keep it going. All my Windows machines, default Windows blue, baby.
Really?
Mac, whatever the iteration of Mac OS is, that's what my background is. I never change it. Only thing I ever change is dark mode.
Well, I will say no. I do change that on my Mac. On my Mac, it stays default. You got to be dark mode. People who don't use dark mode, I'm judging you. You know what I mean? So like in my old role, I used to have to set them up for people, and I would ask them because I'm like, yo, do you want light mode or dark mode? And the people that say light mode, I'd always be like, keep one eye on them. And then after a while, I just would start putting dark mode on it because I didn't want it. I had to have that good mojo in myself, so I would do it for him. But yeah, so I feel you. But speaking of Zelda, we haven't watched the trailer, but one thing that won't be at Zelda or be anywhere is at E3 because it was canceled again this year. And this is the death blow for E3, right?
It's got to be. I mean, like, it was dead in the water before they canceled it because everybody else canceled. Like, matter of fact, E3 didn't cancel it. Everybody else did because they was like, we ain't coming. And then they just kind of looked at the roster and was like, we ain't really got nothing to show. So,
Yeah, because I mean everybody's doing their own thing. Sony's doing their own thing. Xbox is doing their own thing. Nintendo's been doing their own thing because they, even when E3 was going on, they would just have treehouse events. But like everyone is doing, like, instead of doing one big showing, they're having multiple events for themselves at their own like campuses a couple times a year, which I appreciate. So, you know, I will say E3 was one of those things me and Jay went, and I wanted to experience that with you. But now looking back on it, you might not have had a good time. You know, we probably would have ended up going somewhere to go sneaker shopping. I don't think you'd had a good time.
Well, I guess my question really is with E3, like when y'all went or whatever, like was y'all in there like playing games, or was y'all just looking at stuff?
No, we played games. Now, mind you, when me and Jay went, it was right before the end of it being a trade event. So you had to have credentials to go. Like literally,
I remember
the second year we went, we were like, dang it just felt different than the first year. Because the first year we went, you had to have it wasn't as packed. It was kind of intimate a little bit, but it was still, you know, people going. You're like, how did you get here? You know. But then the second year we went, it was like we started seeing Lil Wayne on a skateboard. We started seeing we saw Miyamoto. Actually, Jay almost got knocked out by Miyamoto's henchman too. That was just a funny story. But we started seeing a lot of the like Hollywoodness about it, because like that was the first time I had ever seen Waka Flocka in person, which he's a huge dude. Pause. And then we seen a lot of like just bumping into celebrities and stuff. But we seen that the second year, so I knew like, okay, this is kind of jumping the shark a little bit. But yeah, so we kind of saw it coming.
What was the playing games like? That's the real question, brother. Like, I mean, was it like, all right, you get 10 minutes to play this real quick, and then you got to go stand in line for 3 hours? Because I ain't a stand in line. I'm a fast pass kind of guy.
No. Well, certain games had you're waiting. Like the matter of fact, the second year we went, that's when Zelda Breath of the Wild came out. So me and Jay stood in line and we played Breath of the Wild for the first time. And it was the first time you would ever see it, actually. And that was fun, you know, so that was pretty cool.
How long was you playing it?
I think we played it for like 20 minutes.
And how long was the line?
I don't remember. But Kev, this is why I wouldn't have took you. This is exactly right.
I'm a fast pass kind of guy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
well, and then the second year, I'm sorry, it was when I didn't meet Lupe because of Jay. He had to go back and his bladder was weak. So we had to go back to the bathroom go take him back to the hotel. We took the Uber. It wasn't even an Uber. I think we had a rental. So we had to go back, and we missed seeing Lupe because that was the event of Street Fighter V, I think was out at the time. The new characters were announced. But yeah, the waiting in line was kind of bad on some games. You know what I mean? But some games was pretty quick. It wasn't as long. And I'm not saying there wasn't no 3 hours. No, it was. I think the longest I waited was for Destiny 2 or Destiny 1 at the time. And I want to say it was like 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
See, that's not so bad. That's not so bad.
But
I'm again. I cut right through the line and dare a nerd to do something to me. All right. You know what I'm saying? I'll walk in there, really, I'll just let them hang, okay?
Yeah,
like, man, ain't nobody in here for to do nothing.
I feel you. Right? I feel you. I will say, though, LA's a different place, man.
They ain't at that, okay? Yeah, LA, they wasn't in there.
Oh, they was in there?
They wasn't in there.
The second year,
they needed, that first year, you needed the credential.
Yeah.
They wasn't in there, brother.
Yeah, the second year, they was like, people was like basically selling their passes to other people. It was bad the second year, man. So, but I am thankful that I had a chance to go, and first E3 just got to get their model fixed because it's gone. First of all, I think it's gone. It's gone forever, but PAX is still going. PAX never stopped, you know. So they still have events. It's just E3 kind of jumped the shark.
Yeah. I mean, if they can't get the big players out to come and present, you know, demo, then it's pretty much over. But honestly, it's like, yo, we don't need it anymore. Like that 20 minutes that you got to play Breath of the Wild, man. Listen, Nintendo just dropped the 20-minute demo. That's what these companies really need to get back to. Stop releasing the game as a paid beta. Give us an actual demo, like a proper demo of these games, so that way we can get hype about it. Like that's where we as a consumer have messed up, is in buying these beta games for $70 and they're unfinished.
Yeah, that's you're right. To your point, I definitely agree with that. That is kind of like we took it. The only way we can exercise our opinion is with our dollar. And shoot, EA's made a business model out of it. What's the last EA game that came out that was right? All of them have been broken. You know, from top to bottom, from Madden to Battlefield, they've all been broken.
EA even have games?
Oh, EA got games. They got
Madden. That's it.
Well, isn't EA isn't Battlefront a EA IP?
Battlefield.
Yeah. Yeah, Battlefield's
it is, but that came out a while ago. That was a long time ago. That game, and it's in the dirt. Like, so who cares?
See,
Ain't nobody playing that.
Here,
Hey, facts.
This is Kevinism, though. Just because we don't play it doesn't mean that nobody's playing it, bro. Like,
Nobody's playing that, bro. When the last time you talked to somebody like, hey, man, yo, listen, I'll play that Battlefield 2042 or whatever, man. It was hitting.
Fair.
Yeah, nobody's playing that game. I ain't never turned on my console, see nobody had it cranked up. I ain't never heard nobody talk about it. Ain't nobody playing that garbage, man.
Okay.
I heard about it when it released. It was broken. It was done. It died. It was DOA.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that point. I guess I thought it was a Kevism. Have you ever got into the Resident Evil series?
No.
Okay, me neither. But Resident Evil 4 came out and everybody was all up in arms about it. And I figured I'd ask. I didn't know if you played it or not. No.
I keep hearing about the PSVR 2 Resident Evil or whatever. People saying it's fire. Like, listen, that PSVR, man, it's still spiking my interest, man. It got the rumble pack on the forehead and all that, bro. Yeah, it sounds kind of fire. But again, it's like, I know me. And I can't drop the 5 and I ain't gonna play it for but 30 minutes. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money.
That was always my thing with the VR is, yeah, I'm sure it probably has one or two fire. Like I saw the Batman game where you could dress as Batman. Yeah, it'd be cool. But after I do it, that one, it'd be on eBay the next weekend, man. Like I'd be returning it, putting that boy back, putting the sticker back, like I never unsealed it and taking it right back.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna play it. But so yeah, nothing really going on video game news wise. It's not really. Zelda's kind of came. Everyone's being idle right now. I know everyone sees Zelda coming, and they're trying to kind of like a Drake release when he releases an album. They're like, or Beyonce, I should say. They're trying to clear the way. But the NBA playoffs are going on right now. Did you watch any of the play-in games?
Yeah, I watched all of them actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I watched all of them.
Okay.
So it's been some good basketball, man. I was really sad to see that the Pelicans let us down. I fell asleep on that game, so I woke up to the news, just like the Lakers game. Listen, I held out hope for the Lakers, but man, they were trying at every turn to lose that game.
I told you
they ain't had no business losing to the Wolves. So, but they pulled it out. They were able to, you know what I'm saying, get on through. But yeah, I mean, so far it's been good basketball.
Well, hold on. Let's stop right there with Zion, though. With the Pelicans, I mean, with Zion in particularly. What's up with him?
Hey man, like, you know what I mean? If he hurt, he hurt, man.
He wants out. You know, he ain't hurt, Kev.
Why would he want out? That team is good.
I don't understand it. Kev, they showed him on the pregame doing windmill 360s. And then he said, I don't want to play
that's not an indication.
I'm not mentally ready.
I mean, that's because he keeps staying hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not an indication that he's ready to play, you know what I'm saying, significant basketball.
If you're suiting up for a play-in game, a playoff game, a play-in game, and you look and see your teammate out here doing 360 windmills, and then he says, I'm just not ready to go mentally before the game, you're going to be okay with that?
I mean, you got to be, man. Like, I'm saying, like, if he hurt, he hurt. Like, I'm saying doing dunks, that's like you shooting around with Dante, or you out there or versus you going out there getting a full court run in. Like, it's two different things. You know what I mean?
But he said he could do it. He said I'm ready to go physically, but mentally I'm not.
He don't trust his body, man. Like right now he ain't trusting it, and it's because he keeps getting hurt. So I totally get it. I got no problem with it.
Out. I think he wants out of New Orleans, and I agree with you that they have a good team. You're right. They have a good team, Kev. I am agreeing with that part of you, but I still say he should play. He should have played.
Yeah.
You know?
He should. I'm not gonna. Well, okay, because then also this becomes the narrative, right? So, all right, so he plays, right? Say he plays, they win. Now, if he's not physically or if he's not mentally at a place where he trusts his body, now are we expecting him to keep on going through the playoffs?
I mean, I agree with you. I guess we put that load. But, okay, so I think, do you at any moment think that we're at a scary point with him? And the reason why I asked that is because we're like, what, 3 years in?
Two. No,
3. He was hurt the first year.
Yeah, this is the second year, and he was hurt again. So it'll be 3 next season.
It'll be 3 next season?
I'm pretty sure this is second. I'm pretty sure this is second season, yeah.
But we haven't seen him. Now, the times that we did see him on the court, he was dominant. You know what I mean? He looked like me playing against Dante, backing him down and dunking on folk. I mean, it was very, very dominant. But I guess I'm a little bit concerned if you're spending more time off the court than you are on the court, then yeah, I got to be a little concerned about your durability and then where you're at physically.
I'm not so worried about him because he hasn't had a significant injury yet. Mm-hmm. Like nothing that would change his game, no significant injury. So I ain't worried about. Like, listen, Steph stayed hurt for what I'm saying, like the first 5 years of his career.
True.
And look what he turned out to be. So
true, and so much so that the Warriors got a discount on him as well. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
So I ain't worried about Zion. He'd be good.
Okay. So the Lakers are playing. Who they got? Memphis now. So you got Memphis and the Lakers. What do you think about that series?
I got the Lakers. Lakers in 6. Yeah, I don't think Memphis is ready, man. Like I don't think mentally they got it. And once I saw Dylan Brooks come out with the perm, looking like he was look like a pimp named Slickback, or what's my man's name? I done forgot, but man, he was looking like a old school Brooks? Pimp, man, Sugar Free. Yeah, Dylan Brooks was looking like Sugar Free the other day.
Yeah,
and once I seen that, I was like, nah.
That's it. That's the block, huh?
Yeah, this ain't it. It ain't gonna work.
I gotta think
like
that
Cat Williams.
Yeah, he did. He looks nuts. I gotta think that the Ja Morant mojo is gonna come back to bite him. I think so as well. I don't think that the Lakers are gonna beat him though. I think that Memphis is gonna miss Steven Adams eventually, but I do think that if they can unlock Jaren Jackson the way they have been, and he's as good as he's been playing, then I think that they could be a problem.
He can't stop AD. Only person that can stop AD is any object that touches his body. But Jaren Jackson can't stop AD.
We're on borrowed time with AD. You and I both know, and he's playing at a high level right now. You know what I'm saying?
I get worried. He got to put his jersey on every game.
Right. Okay? He has to walk to the bus. He's got to get in the car. He's a lot of things.
Tie his shoes.
Right. He has to get out of bed. Wrong. You know what I mean?
But if he can just avoid that, then Jaren Jackson, he can't deal with AD.
Yeah.
And this is playoff Brown we talking about. Come on now.
True. The East is a crapshoot. I think the best series is the Knicks and the Cavs in that conference. The Bucks, they're going to have a cakewalk. I think the Sixers are going to have a cakewalk until they play, because they're going to either have to play. I think the Sixers are either going to have to play Milwaukee or they're going to have to play Boston. So they got to go through both of them to get to the finals. So I do think the East is going to be more of a competitive series versus the West. In the West, man, I still think it's Phoenix to lose, man. Once you insert KD on that already built team,
they looking very unbeatable, aren't they?
Very much so. Very much so.
I mean, who Phoenix get? The Clippers?
Yeah, they got the Clippers.
So the Clippers are already cursed with playoff Paul George.
Yeah,
we know what's going to happen there. It doesn't matter. He's on the team.
It doesn't. So, right, you're right. Yeah, he's pure garbage. So it's the playoffs, so it's mandatory that he leave.
Absolutely. And they got Westbrook. Even though Westbrook, I gotta listen,
he's been playing well.
I gotta give Westbrook his props, man. He found a system and it revived his career, because he was definitely on his way to the Shanghai Sharks. And the way that the trade tensions are right now, that wasn't good. I didn't want to see that for my man Russell Westbrook. Things is going on in the world. We got to keep him right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And with the red, white, and blue. Okay, we couldn't have him over there playing saying ni hao and all that, man. We couldn't have that. But he was on his way. Like I'm saying, like Yao was on the line. Like, hey, yo, Russ, I got 40,000 win for you, man. All right, listen, that's it. That's all I'm gonna pay you now. That's all I'm gonna pay you. That's about $20 and a free McDonald's endorsement here in China. But either way, that's all I got for you, man. That's all. But he revived his career. Yeah. He revived it. We back on track.
Gotcha. So we'll put a button on the NBA playoffs and just say that it's the Suns to lose, right?
Definitely. I mean, I don't see anybody beating the Suns. Milwaukee's not. They're not built well enough. Chris Middleton. What happened to that boy? I don't know. I wish I could give you an answer. He got paid, and that was it. Yeah, he got the curse of the contract year for another team bites the dust in that one. So NBA with there. So NFL quick news before. So Odell Beckham signed with the Baltimore Ravens. What's that about?
Fam, I'm glad you're on the same time. What did the Boston Ravens think by paying the ghost that was Odell Beckham Jr.? What did they think that was going to do? Was that going to entice Lamar to sign back? Is that getting him some help?
Sign back? Like, I mean, like they franchise tagged him. Like,
But
Get a man as much. How y'all pay Odell Beckham before y'all was willing to pay Lamar Jackson? That's weird.
This is very weird. This whole, and I know we've been talking about this for the last couple pods about Lamar Jackson, but it's got to the weird stage of this whole thing. He is a franchise quarterback, right? He is literally, when they start crediting him, saying he's not top 10, name me 10 quarterbacks better than Lamar Jackson, and I'll wait.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't. You got Mahomes. You got.
It's not
that's
possible.
about it.
Yeah,
I was saying maybe Josh Allen, maybe
Josh. See, this is okay. I'm not going there with the pod today, but I like Josh Allen. Let me say that.
I like Josh Allen too, but I'm saying like it's kind of a toss up.
But
for
okay,
me. The only one better I know for sure is Mahomes.
Okay, but this is what I'm gonna say real quick. When Josh Allen runs the ball, he's always using his body. He's doing everything. But when Lamar runs the ball, it's
can't throw.
He can't throw.
He's always
he doesn't have the IQ to do it, and that's where I start seeing the discrepancies and chink in the talking heads. I'll tell you one thing about sports. I miss Stuart Scott. That's first thing. Second thing is the talking head version of sports these days is so corny. Like when I saw something the other day when it said what is the percentage of what percent would you give the problem for LeBron not hitting the shot or something? It's like what is this question? Like this whole talk, like if we want to talk sports or talk basketball and talk football, then let's talk it. But the whole talking head thing, I don't know why that's been on the tip of my tongue for the whole week. I'm like, I don't watch sports anymore on sports television. Besides the actual event, I don't watch them anymore.
Yeah, I don't watch any of the debate shows anymore, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's corny, man.
It's over with. It's just not. Yeah, it's like whatever, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of run its course at this point.
I'll tell you what I do watch though is my boy Troy Avenue. He's been letting people. He's been a menace online lately. Him and academics have been complete hilarity online. But before I get into them though, so the complex list drops, and Joe Budden is made to be number 1 in the complex list. I don't know who made this list, where it comes from. It's made by the complex heads, but it caused this podcast beef started back up again. You know, him and Ruri and Maul were going at it again.
First of all, man, all I gotta say is, man, listen, academics should have been over Joe Budden. I have not listened to a Joe Budden podcast since. Every time YouTube tries to recommend it to me, it's like it'll play for 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, this sucks. I'm out of here. Way too many people. I'm sorry. Queen's Flip and Melissa Ford, not good addition. Yeah. Ish is pretty good. Ice is mediocre. And Joe's just not like, I mean, now I can tell that he's just trying to fire off hot takes. He's trying to get hot, but it's like, man, sorry, man. The show just lost its mojo. Roy and Maul, like, it's just casual listen. It ain't gonna be for everybody, whatever. But the way that they've embraced Bare Minimum Boys, I need that T-shirt, man. That T-shirt, it's up right now. The Bare Minimum Boys Club. Man, I low-key want to buy it. But they've been hilarious. But Axe should have been number 1. Sorry, Joe. Get out of here, man. Like, who? Do you know anybody else that's listening to JBP?
No, I didn't end up subscribing again because it recommended it to me for so many times, and I ended up watching a clip. I forget what it was, which clip it was, but I was like, it's not bad. And I ended up watching an episode, a full episode while I was working, and I immediately remember why I don't watch that podcast anymore, and I immediately unsubscribed and deleted everything from my watch history just so it never recommends it back to me again, because it's a forced watch, man. You know,
it's not
like,
good.
It's not good at all. And I think the addition of the Queen's Flip dude, like you said, was back. I think Melissa Ford is cool. I think she adds an element to the show that they can need. But the Queen's Flip dude is just too much shtick. It's too much acting, and I'm just like, cool. And then you put the whole, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I don't like it. So
and then you see Ack out here giving you 5-hour streams
now
3 times a week, giving it up. Like, yo, them streams be I don't miss them at this point.
No, I'm gonna tell you,
pure hilarity. For
the longest, I would I don't know if it was the hipster in me or what, but I would avoid Act. Like, I don't like him. I don't want to do it. Maybe it's a whole war on Chirac. And once you kept sending me clips and we started talking about him, and I was like, I'm gonna dive into it. I'm on the same type of time you're on. I don't miss one stream. He cuts them up, and I'm there watching them. You know, I put him in a playlist, and I'm like, what is Act's record? Act's reaction to blah blah blah. So much so that all the dudes that talked about academics are now mimicking him. Like they're all mimicking him. Like AD's reaction to blah, which I don't know. Smoke AD, you do your thing, man. But I'm just saying, like, everyone's kind of mimicking his style.
Follow no jumper.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah, it's been nasty out here for those guys. I didn't watch it anyway, so I didn't really care. Like I actually didn't learn the characters until they left. So I was
Exactly.
like, oh, okay, well, hey, there we go. Now back to not watching.
Until Ack broke it down, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's who they were talking about. Yeah.
But yo, Ack really been coming with it. Complex should have gave him his flowers. He's definitely number one. Joe is cold. Like if this list was 5 years ago, Joe Budden would make sense. But right now, it's easily academics. Like but there was a bunch of people. Like first of all, come on, they were being very nice. What is Young Miami doing at number 7? Like, excuse me?
Who?
The City Girls. Yeah, she was number 7 on that list. I was like, I mean,
why?
I guess I don't know. That's what let you know, like right there, like man, this list kind of fraudulent. And then, but Sway was like number 23.
Yeah, see,
it's like Sway is a staple.
Yeah,
Charlemagne was 3, and they're like, now mind you, Breakfast Club been cold for a while. Sorry to say it, like they had a great run.
If he was number 3, it had nothing to do with Breakfast Club. I think it was probably due to Brilliant Idiots, maybe. Which is another show.
Brilliant Idiots either.
I was about to say, which is another show in my opinion fell completely off because I used to watch him, but I watched it because of Wax. Man, he was funny to me.
Yeah,
but
PC the God kind of like once he pivoted away, it was like okay, like and I mean Ack's gonna fall off eventually too. I mean it's nature of the game. I guess you can only what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Ack is, man. I really don't
because he don't need nobody.
No, and he's really just being himself. Like. Kind of like the same, and I don't want to put him in the same category as Drake, but Drake's a cornball, and I think that he sells that well. He makes decent music, but he's a cornball.
That's a good point.
Although, I wonder if Drake has still got his mojo, because he dropped a single, and I still have not heard it.
It was a throwaway, man. It got hot on TikTok, so he just released it, but I don't think he was meaning for that to do anything.
Okay, but yeah, so to the Act point, I think that he's just being himself. Like, the whole thing about... when I'm the prize and he leaned into it, he didn't try to dance away, and he made it a meme, made it a shirt, all those things, and then he said like I was wilding out. I can appreciate that, I
me too.
That. Yeah,
me too. I'm. It either goes one of two ways. It's like at some point either he's got to clean it up, or he's gonna go too far. Like it's hard to kind of teeter that line because like he's talking a lot of trash right now, and I love it. It's hilarious.
If he can survive having taking a picture with Trump. And put it up and then just kind of like nothing could take him out, bro. I think he's unbeatable, not unbeatable. He's Teflon at this point, man.
I think the Trump thing. I think the Trump thing is it's cooled off. It ain't like how it was, what I'm saying, some years ago. It's kind of like it's kind of like George Bush, man. Think about like George Bush. He's a lovable guy these days. Like he's funny. George Bush is a funny guy, but back then, nah, people wasn't feeling him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you. What else we got, man? You got anything else here? I'm just kind of going through some stories. I didn't see anything else really going on.
Nothing I can think of, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We rolled on right through them. I can't think of no other topics that was really going on. I just wanted to pod so that way I could get on your head about not watching Succession yet. It's tragedy.
Next podcast we have, I'm gonna be caught up. We can talk about it in depth. Full spoiler alerts for everybody on here. We're gonna break down Succession like I just watched it. So we're gonna do that. I don't got anything else.
Snowfall worth it too. Snowfall's worth it right now.
If you say so, because I'm gonna tell you, after last season, the very first episode when I saw Franklin riding or flying the plane, I logged off. So you're saying it? I'm gonna take your word for it.
Very good. Okay. Very, very good. Yeah. Okay. They got it back on track. I've not seen a recovery like this ever.
Okay. Did you start watching Ted Lasso yet?
I have not. I have not started watching Ted Lasso.
Are you caught up on Mandalorian?
Mandalorian. I haven't seen this week's episode, but
Me neither. Okay, so I can't go.
I got to see the baby. First of all, I hate to say that, man, but I love that dang on baby, man. Like, he the best character on the show.
When you sent me that meme said Baby Yoda got his chaining day, and I'm gonna tell you, I laughed so hard, like I like belly laugh, bro. Like leaning over. I don't know why chaining day and Baby Yoda went together so well. Like I'm getting tickled now talking about it.
Yeah, I love that doggone baby, man. I got like 15 Baby Yoda shirts. I love that baby. I love that Baby Yoda. I mean, he can't even speak, and he's my favorite character. I watched the show just for him.
Yeah, he's fire, man.
Who knows? He's good.
All right, man. Well, let's get out of here. But yo, be the people this Nate here.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This was the Games Music Life podcast, episode 304. Drink more water, people. Peace.